you may notice that there's a lot of rapid shifts happening at a very fast pace, and there's a lot of movement and there's a lot of change. There's a lot of things that are leaving your life right now, things that are coming to the surface, things that you can no longer just bypass and ignore, things that you took on when you were in a state of survival, and now that your body is learning to live in a state of calm and safety and presence and worthiness and wholeness, those old things that you consented to are no longer fitting into the frequency of who you're becoming now, which is wholeness. And so all of the relationships and dynamics that have been operating from a place of needing to feel validated, needing to feel like you need to save other people, the victim savior complex that played in your life, there's a higher consciousness available for you right now where you're no longer choosing to take on the burdens of other people. And you're standing a little bit more sovereign. And at this time, you may feel a little bit exhausted, like physically. There may be a physical exhaustion or a physical breakdown, breakthrough. Your body may be asking for a little bit more slowness, more presence, moving at a slower pace, needing a little bit more nature, more calm. And this is also because we just stepped into the new moon Leo solar eclipse. And so this portal that we have just entered, first of all, it's not something that is outside of you, okay? Anytime we are bringing in astrological energies or there's an energy available, it's not outside of you somewhere on the top of a mountain. This portal that's opening, this energy that's becoming available, this energy that is moving, it's in your body. So the shifts are going to happen inside of you. They're not going to happen outside of you. And so it's really important to know, even with this solar eclipse in the sign of Leo. Leo is the sign of the heart. It's the courage, the bravery, the boldness. Are we willing to follow our heart's desires? Are we willing to be courageous enough to listen to the whispers of our heart and follow that? Not knowing where it's going to lead, but just knowing our heart is always leading us in the right direction. Our heart is always connected to God. This is how God speaks to us. This is how the divine communicates. This is how the higher vision of our life is received by us. It's through the heart center. This is where love lives. And so as we're in this energy of Leo and the solar eclipse, anything that is not heart-based is going to collapse. It is going to completely crumble, and there's going to be big tower moments. So even relationships that you consented to where they were not fully heart-based, maybe they were trauma-based, maybe they were, trying to fill a void based, maybe it was the whole, if I pour enough into this person, maybe I can save them based. Whatever dynamic that has been playing out that has not been built off of radical self-love, self-respect, self-honor, and then therefore byproduct as a reflection, we can meet the other in full sovereignty, in full honor, see them as whole beings, not somebody that needs to be saved, because you can't save anybody. I can't save anybody. That's God. Only God can save us. And in order for God to save us, we have to open our heart to God. Anyways, that's a whole other portal and dynamic. But at the end of the day, we are all responsible for our lives. Irrespective of what we have gone through in our lives, it is our responsibility to heal. It is our responsibility to take a look at our patterns and the ways that we are showing up in the world and be like, no, it was not my fault that I was hurt and I had to live through all of this trauma and be on the end of abuse. But it is my responsibility now as a conscious being to take responsibility for my healing and the way that I show up in the world, and not continue to regurgitate that pattern with other people and continue the cycle. That's what it means to be a cycle breaker. To no longer function from this unconscious place of the world is hurting me, so I'm going to hurt the world, and just being in this cycle of hate and pain and suffering. It's like, oh, okay, let me pause. Let me walk out of this cycle. The world hurt me, and now I recognize I've built this wall around my heart where even if somebody is coming in with good intentions, I don't trust them, and I'm working from my wounding. I'm bleeding on people that are actually trying to love me, that want to be there for me, because I no longer trust life. I don't trust other people, and therefore I don't trust myself. And so we keep our hearts shut. And now you're learning, like, that is not a state that you can continuously function from. You're being called into radical self-responsibility in this moment. And this Leo eclipse is, if you have been avoiding that work, it is going to hit you like a ton of bricks. It is going to hit you like a truck and be like, no, you will look at this. If you have been doing the work, which is my collective, if you're here, y'all are deep divers. I know you're not afraid to go into the places that most people run away from and would never look back. For this collective, my people, my soul tribe, those that are attuned into the frequency of who I'm here to serve, I know y'all have been doing the deep inner work and taking a look at your deepest, darkest thoughts, your own patterns, your own ways that you've been manipulative, your own ways of where you've been sabotaging yourself, your own ways where your shadow and your ego has been playing instead of your heart, and you've been taking radical responsibility for that. And because of that, because you have been so committed to the heart of the path, to the path of love, such deep devotional, unconditional, unwavering love, God is going to sweep you off your feet. If in this month you allow what is completely being taken out to be removed from your path with ease. So keep your hands open. Do not grasp onto anything right now, because it is all being removed, because it is no longer in alignment with this version of you who loves so deeply, who is so sovereign in your energetic boundaries, who's so committed and devoted and has never stepped away from the path that requires you to, like, did you just see that man run across the field? He's on a mission right now. You have been on that mission. You have done the work that has been necessary. You have trained your mind, your body, your nervous system to be able to hold more, and that more is coming in. It is about to come in, but you need to let go of what no longer is in service to your path, my love. And I say this like I hold your hand and your heart as I say this. It's okay to let go of people that you once thought you needed to save. You need to let them go. You're not doing them a service by being a savior. You're actually like, what is the word? You're stunting their growth, because it's feeding a very toxically dependent dynamic. This is very specific right now. Somebody needs to hear this though. You need to let that person go, okay? They're gonna be okay, because God is with them and their soul is with them. You need to align with your soul in this moment. You need to continue to walk the path of pouring fully into yourself without feeling guilty, without feeling judgment, without feeling like, oh my God, I'm abandoning others. No, baby, there is nobody else that needs you more than you need right now. Your future depends on it, okay? You deserve this. You freaking deserve this new season. You've worked so hard and you deserve everything good that is coming your way, but you need to let go of everything that cannot come forward with you. And you have to be brave in that. This Leo energy is, again, bravery, baby. Bravery to let go. Bravery to say, actually, no, this is not what I want for my life. I know there is more for me. I don't know what that is, but I can feel it, and I'm going to continue to walk towards that. That is courage. That is Leo. That is the lion. That is the lion spirit. And so, yeah. Let go, open your palms, be very detached in this moment right now. Be completely detached from who comes in, who goes out, what is happening around. Be a very yin, present field. You know, it's like when you're meditating in the middle of a storm, no matter what's happening outside of you, you are in the center point of your own power, your focus, your attunement, your alignment, your frequency, your stability, your knowing. That is the place that God is asking you to be in right now, because a lot is about to move and shake. There's about to be a whole tornado of cleansing, and it's here to cleanse the field. And so what leaves in this moment, it's because it was never part of the long-term plan. It only came to serve as a catalyst, as a lesson, as a opportunity for growth, as a moment. But it was never meant to go in the long term line of destiny with you. Now destiny is here, and it needs all of the space. It needs all of the space in your mind, body, heart, soul, physical reality. So continue to say goodbye with grace and be like, okay, God, I am open for what is here and now. Show me how good it gets. Show me how beautiful it gets. Show me how all of my deepest heart's desires are being met with so much ease. And because I am worthy of being met in that, and being loved in that, and being fully seen in that. So that's the message that I really wanted to come through. I was like about to take a nap, and then Spirit was like, boom, record message. I am so exhausted. My body has been really slow, and I've had so many dance shows in the past week. I was at a festival which like cracked my heart open, and it's just been so much like physical movement, and then the energetic movement and emotional movement and spiritual movement, and my body was just like, I just need to lay on the earth and exist, because existing feels like a lot of energy right now. So I don't know if you can relate to that. And I've been like so gentle with myself. I've been really giving myself time and space, and like doing yin yoga and loving myself up, like bringing my body to the earth, and continuously reminding myself like how proud I am of how far I've come, and you know, feeding that loop of self-love through all of the phases of our becoming. So yeah, I don't know who needed to hear that, or whoever needed permission to be like, yes, you can go lay on the earth. You can just give yourself to Mother, and she will hold you, and she will love you, and she will heal you, and you don't need to earn this. This is your birthright. Rest is your birthright, baby. So from my big heart and all of the sunshine to your beautiful heart. Oh my God, the sun is so good. I love y'all all so much. And I'm wishing you such a beautiful eclipse, and just want to say hi from all of the spirit trees. We all love you. And the spirit of this land and we love you. Mwah.